before you get doing anything, any kind of change, write down all your settings. Okay, write it down the Windows side. Remember where it's at on the knobs, and remember kind of if you have filters on here, what you have on here and what your things are at, just so that when you're making changes, you have a documentation. This was working this way before, and then whenever you try and make changes, you always have that documented. And then once you get your microphone perfect, write all that stuff down. All right, write things down before and after. Once you get things perfect, write it down. So I'm going to show you something because it's kind of important and it's hard to understand at first, but this is about getting your levels right and not having it come in too hot. What that means is basically you don't want your gain coming into your computer from your microphone too loud, or you're going to have distortion problems. Sometimes you can't get around this. The mic might inherently have distortion problems no matter what level you have it at. I'm going to toss a limiter on this just so I don't blow you guys' eardrums out, and I'm going to try and recreate the problem of having the microphone too hot coming in. If I'm on my Windows side, or if there's a knob on my interface or on my microphone that lets me turn up the gain, that's the analog signal. If I turn it up like that, like say I'm turning up my mic right now, you might be hearing me distort, especially when I get loud. Okay, you'll hear this like crunching sound. That's called clipping. That's called distortion. Even if your levels are right here over on the side and they're not going up in the yellow or the red, the microphone coming in is distorting. The way that we fix that is say come in too quiet even. So you see how I'm talking and it's coming in the yellow and the green? That's what you want. You want to do that on the Windows side like I just did, or on the microphone itself. You want to be coming in the green. That's why this is set up this way in OBS. And then afterwards, when you want to come up to your correct level of -6, you come in with a digital gain, right? And a digital gain, even if I have a limiter on here, no matter how loud I turn up on the digital gain, generally keep the quality of the mic the same, even though now I'm compressing a lot. Digital doesn't add a lot of distortion or any distortion at all. The only time you'll get distortion now is from this digital limiter, which is forcing things down. You want to try and be hitting this -6 level when you're talking naturally with the digital side. This is how you turn your mic up with digital gain, with a gain filter. You don't want to turn it up too loud with the mic. I hope that cleared things up, but this will keep things from sounding distorted. Just as a side note, you can get distortion if you, like I said, run into the OBS's limiter. If you're going too hot into it, is really the term. You don't want to over compress. Like say I'm ramming into this limiter too hard, because what's happening is it's like it will add a clicking sound. And that's basically because anytime I talk now, it's going to go from 0 to 100. The speaker's engaging so quickly. The magnet's engaging so quickly that it goes click. It's like an actual physical clicking sound out of the speakers. And that's from the hardware. And that's going to do that for everybody's hardware. If you go from 0 amplitude to 100 amplitude instantly, it's going to make that click sound. You want to talk normal. Keep talking like how I'm doing. I'm talking and I'm just like adjusting this up until I hit about -6 or whatever level you're trying to reach. As long as it's not this full meter, as long as it's not flashing red at you and going into the 0, it's a balancing act. You want to be, over -12, which is down here when you're doing this. You want to get up and just kind of kiss the red a little bit. And you also have to like listen back. Each microphone's different. On the Windows side of things, when you're coming in, I might be really quiet here, but if I were to turn it up any louder on my microphone on the Windows side, I might get distortion there. So you have to like record yourself a little bit and then listen back and see, okay, I don't have any distortion now coming in. I'm good. It could be that you're all the way down at like -45 and you're looking for it where your mic's not distorting and you're not picking up a whole bunch of noise because your mic's too low. So it's a balancing act, but I think a lot of the times people just don't have their levels right. I have a video already called The Secret Sauce in OBS that kind of explores this a little bit and shows you how to install them. But you can simplify all this by getting a VST plugin as far as the filters in OBS for getting your levels right. you set your limit to wherever you want. So the out we're saying is -6, and just like in OBS, the meter, we're just gonna slide this down until we see it hitting our target of -6. So right there, I see it hitting -6. I know that my levels are good, and I know that this is a lot cleaner of a solution than using the gain and limit inside of OBS